Hello, how do we solve this embedded root? We have square root of x times square root of x times square root of x is equals to 5. So how do we find the value of x for this equation? Suppose we first square both sides of this equation. So we're going to have square root of x times square root of x times square root of x all square, which is equals to 5 square. So we're going to have this bigger square root takes care of these two. So we are left with this guy. We have x times square root of x times square root of x is equals to 5 squared. That is 5 times 5, which is 25. Let's take a square of both sides again. So we're going to have x times square root of x times square root of x all square equals 25 square. For this left hand side, recall that whenever we have, let's say we have a, b all square. When we distribute this power, we're going to have a square times b square. So now, using this property for this guy, we get s square times square root of x times square root of x all square equals 25 square. That is 25 times 25. So we're going to have 625. This implies that s square times this bigger square root, we take care of these two. So we are left with x times square root of x equals 625. So let's proceed further. Also, let's square both sides of this equation again. So we will have s square times x times square root of x all square, which is equals to 625 all square. Suppose we have a, b, c times square. So when we expand this guy, we're going to have a square times b square times c square. So using this condition for this guy, we're going to have s square times 2 times x times 2 times square root of x times 2, which gives 625. When you present in your calculator, you will get 390625. This is 0 and this is 6. So this implies that we have x 2 times 2, that is 4, times x squared times this 2 takes care of this square root. So we are left with x, which is equals to 390625. Power of this x is simply 1. So since the base is the same, we can add the power. So we're going to have x to the 4 plus 2 plus 1 equals 390625. So this implies that we have x to the power of 7 equals 390625. We will get x to the power of 7 is equals to 390625 is the same thing as 5 times 78125. Now let's multiply both power by 1 over 7. So we will get x to the power of 7 times 1 over 7 equals 5 times 78125 all to the power of 1 over 7. Clearly, this guy cancels each other, so we are left with x equals, when we distribute this power to each of these guys, we will get 5 to the power of 1 over 7 times 78125 all to the power of 1 over 7. So x is equals to 5 to the power of 1 over 7 times, if you press your calculator, 78125 is simply the same thing as 5 to the power of 7. So we're going to have times 1 over 7. So x is equals to 5 to the power of 1 over 7. This guy takes care of this. So we have times 5. Our value of x is equals to, rearranging this, we're going to have 5 times 5 to the power of 1 over 7. That is the same thing as 7th root of 5. So our value of x is equals to 5 times 7th root of 5, which is the required solution. That's it. See you in the next video.